G'day guys, thanks for tuning in to episode 2 of fucking Awesome Aussie Pedals. Today we're checking out another Brisbane Builder Codtone. So I've got a Franken Beans here, which is like a fixed wah type effect, and a Mark 1 tone bender. So straight up, first questions, can they doom? Do they metal? Can they akadaka? Let's check them both out in a full mix, hey? So I went and had a beer with Captain Cod himself the other day and had a chat about pedals, and I walked away with 5 pedals to have a play with and pick some for this demo. Now, just to save this video being 10 minutes long or 15 minutes, I've picked 2. The Mark 1 tone bender and the Franken Beans, which is a adaptation of the Systech overdrive made famous by Frank Zappa, as you can see on here, this beautiful 2-tone etch. Now, you would have noticed too, on bass, I did have the Bunyip overdrive in there. Awesome sounding drive, sounded awesome on bass, nice and grainy and chunky and beautiful. What you didn't see was this Lucky Cat, which is a envelope fuzz. It's pretty crazy. You can get some really crazy like self-oscillation noises out of it. And look at that etch, my gosh. Also, you didn't see the ring mod. This is called the Tone Exterminator. Little Dalek on there, pretty cool. It was pretty fun. But after having a bit of a play, I decided to run with these 2. Now, the Mark 1 stock standard tone bender, pretty beautiful. I love it, you know, about 12 o'clock. Actually didn't notice too much difference with the attack control adjusted between 12 and flat out. There probably is, but to my ears, you know, I didn't hear much. You get that splattery gated effect when the attack is right down. It acts as a bias control, is my understanding. The Franken Beans, now that's cool. This is probably my favourite. The 2-tone acid etch is awesome, and the whole thing in itself is awesome. I don't have a wah on my own board, and I like that kind of cock wah sound, so, you know, this is awesome. Exactly down my alley. There is a slight variation, I believe, on the Systech overdrive. I believe it doesn't have the band control, which kind of tightens and flattens the notch. And while we're on that, let's jump in. So I wanted to actually, before we have a bit of a noodle and listen to them, I wanted to show you what this actually does. So what I've done is I'm pumping some pink noise out of my DAW on here through the pedals at the moment. So if you bear with me, what I'm going to do is just bring up a frequency analyzer on the screen here. Where are we? Frequency analyzer. Here we go, spectrum meter. All right, so you can see there, I got my spectrum meter running. I'm just going to drop that other picture-in-picture there so we can see that. So we're looking at 20 hertz, 20 kilohertz, and it's pretty flat at the moment. Nothing's engaged, so I should have everything. Yes, I got everything at 12 o'clock. The distortion is off. On that quickly, in this switch here, the up position, this internal fuzz circuit is off. The gain control is acting more like a volume control in this instance. When I turn the fuzz on by switching this down, the gain control becomes gain for the distortion circuit, and this knob here under the fuzz control becomes like a volume for the circuit. But for this purpose, we're just going to leave it off. So let's engage the pedal, everything 12. So straight away, we've seen a bunch drop away, and I got my peak at 500. So what I'm going to do is turn this band control clockwise, and this is going to really push out that notch. And now I'm slowly taking it all the way to the left, counterclockwise, and you're going to see that notch flatten out a little bit. So let's just do that fast. Boom. That's the band control and all the way down. So it's nice to see it actually, what's actually happening. So for the sake of this, for the frequency control, I'm going to put everything to the extreme on the band, notches high. So we're going to take it all the way clockwise. So push this notch up. So moving from 500, and what are we, over 1K there? We're probably at maybe 1200 hertz. So we got that. And we're going to take it all the way left now, all the way counterclockwise. And let's see that notch move. It's interesting too, where the notch moves, but kind of also flattens out. So, well, I've got that band control all the way clockwise. Let's just drop that and see what happens. Kind of like the gain of the whole pedal drops. Let's push it back up. Oh no, it does push the low end. Oh, you see everything raised there? See that? Very interesting. So, looks like it has the most extreme effect at about midway or that higher end. And it sounds awesome. You could put an expression pedal on it and or an expression input and use it like a wah if you wanted to, but you just get a wah then, wouldn't you? All right. Actually, let's turn it back on. Let's have a look and see what happens when we flick the distortion on, actually. So I got everything at 12. Bam. Oh, it dropped a bit of level. Let's bring that up. Let's bring the gain up. So this is heavy distortion. Let's just sweep that. That's interesting. So the effect is definitely more prominent with the distortion off. Very cool. All right, let's jump in and have a noodle, guys. All right, I better stop procrastinating and jump out the front and finish the mowing off. While I'm out there doing some hard work, how about you jump onto Codtone's website, check out his build gallery. There's heaps of awesome stuff on there. If you see anything you like or there's anything you want custom made, swing him a message and I'll sort you out. And as always, thanks for supporting Aussie Pedals, and I'll see you for the next episode. Cheers.